What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about, well, everybody's talking about, we just have to talk about these events. The Nowhere Heist that's coming up here next week, and then also this this mirror image event that we have going on right now with Echo, because both are controversial to say the least, and we just need to talk about this. I know everybody's talking about it. I've got to talk about it too. The Nowhere Heist, the requirements for it is total BS, and I think pretty much everyone is in agreement on that one, because really, the rewards that you need for that event, just, it's hard to justify taking these characters to tier 15 for that max milestone event, or for the maximum level of this event. We're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about the mirror image event, we're going to talk about both those, and just kind of give my thoughts on just what I think about these two events, why I don't like them, my issues with them, and an overall troubling trend that we've been seeing with the Scopely events lately. So if you guys do enjoy this video, you do agree with it, make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment down below. But yeah, I mean, let's start with the Nowhere event here first, because this one, I can justify taking a couple of these characters up to tier 15, and like Doc Ock, tier 15. That's no problem. Doc, I'll use him in the legendary nodes for Dark Dimension 5. I used both Invisible Woman and Doc Ock for DD4 to get Doom. So, tier 15, that's fine. They're already up there. I don't recommend you do Invisible Woman anymore. I just did because it was relatively cheap to get her up to tier 4 or tier 15. But now for tier 15, she's quite a bit more expensive. Not exactly something I would recommend. So, you know, Doc is fine. Kitty, and she's the weakest of the Astonishing X-Men that you're using for Raid, but you can use her. So taking her up to tier 15 is not hard to justify. You can do that one just fine, not an issue. It's these two here, Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. Now, when I started playing Marvel Strike Force, I used these two at tier 13 to get Ultron in Dark Dimension 2. And then once I got Ultron, I never touched them again, outside of Blitz and the occasional, like, War Team. Never use them anymore. I'll use Star-Lord now with Doom if I want to have something to maybe counter a couple teams on War offense, but Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon, they have been so massively power crept. There's real no need to take them. And for this event, you have to take them up to tier 15 to get that final milestone of the event. You have to have all these characters at tier 15, 7 stars. Yes, you have to take them up to 7 stars to get them up to mission 5 and beyond. That's fine. The 7 stars isn't a big deal. It's the tier 15. And this is this mythic Flash event. And they tell you right here, you're going to get Dark Promotion credits, Elite 7 credits, and Gold. And my advice to people so far was, hold off. If you could take them to tier 15, wait. Let's see how much we're going to get from this event. Now, they did say that this is going to be repeating every month. We had to drag that out of them in the Envoy server to get that answer, which was a little ridiculous, because if you're going to tell people to do this, you better darn well tell us up front that this is going to be a monthly event, and that this is not going to be a one-time thing, because they're pretty much exploiting FOMO to make people do this, because they're going to think if this is a one-time event, these are going to be a huge amount of Elite 7 credits, at least enough for one E7 orb. But now that you know this is repeating monthly, well, now you know those rewards aren't going to be as substantial. So they intentionally didn't say that it was going to be a monthly event until we had to drag it out of them in the Envoy server. So, yeah, we already know what Scopely was trying to pull with this one, and it really doesn't sit right with me that they couldn't just tell us up front that this was going to be monthly or not. Because, like, yeah, I've already said enough here. But, yeah, so tier 15 on Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. If you want to do that, by all means, be my guest. But I'm going to, at the very least, wait to see what these rewards are going to be for this event before I decide that this is even worth chasing tier 15 on them. I have plenty of other characters to put orange gear on. I've got to get things going for Young Avengers. I've got to build up Dark Hunters. And I'm even working on videos. Like, I was even working on videos for, like, DD5 progress update. I'm doing the first couple of nodes with DD5. Talking about Supernatural and Dark Hunters and where they stand now with the rework without the 2 new characters. Doing some testing with them, but we have to talk about this first because this is BS and this mirror image event is BS too. So, usually, like, we've been having this troubling trend that sounds weird. we've been having this trend lately with these event characters not giving up as much shards in these events. The Magic one was kind of sketchy because that was only like 120 or 150 shards, which was not enough for 4 stars on Magic. And then Scarlet Spider, half of his shards was tied to the Pocket Dimension, which new players could not complete. So yeah, it was an issue. But now we have it where you will barely be able to get a 3-star unlock. In fact, you will barely be able to unlock Echo. Echo is a 100 shard unlock. If you're free to play and you don't chase these milestones, you will just barely get her to unlock. You need to get up here to milestone 33 to get 100 shards for her to unlock her. And this is supposed to be the Apex War defense team. So if you're not big on warp, this is not really something to pursue as much. But the fact that you're gonna have to spend, if you're free to play, like, you're just barely getting this character unlocked, and you're missing out on some substantial rewards again. And they're doing this thing again with this Kraken event. Now, this one's not as bad. If you want to get up to milestone 40, it is about $350 worth of the offers with the imprints and spending them to get up to milestone 40. So it's not as bad as Thanos Giving. Thanos Giving was far, far worse for multiple reasons. Number one, the complete bait and switch they did with us. Or not bait and switch, but like just not telling us what those orbs were. And then they just turned out to be glorified basic orbs. The complete lack of communication around that event. And expecting us to spend $2,000 to complete that whole event. Yeah, Thanos Giving was far, far worse than Mirror Image. But that does not excuse what's going on here with this. So $350 to get up to the final milestone, which gets you an E6 orb, 40 gold credits, 150 T4, 45 gold credits, and another 50 shards of Echo. So yeah, there's some substantial rewards there, plus also this BS. And I hate that they are constantly doing this with these leaderboards where you're now competing with other players to get things that you should be getting on your own through the event, not competing with others. And they're basically doing the system where players who whale out the most are the ones who are going to get the top spots here. Your rich get richer. It's this continuing issue with teal gear. And yeah, also this whole red star rewards, like people dropped a ton of red star orbs to get Echo, and they never communicated that we would be getting red stars for Echo in this event until we opened up the leaderboard rewards and saw that the top 10% get a 4 red, top 5% get a 5 red on Echo. So when I pulled 3 reds, I was considering maybe pulling more, and then I saw this, I stopped. Like, I take my time with the red star orbs, and I'm glad I did, because now I can push for top 5% on this, get some teal unique orbs, get some gold credits and some gold orbs, but also get that sweet, sweet 5 red star for Echo. But yeah, this is I said it with the tower event. I hated that there was a leaderboard with a tower event because you're competing against other players instead of pushing your own roster. There's no need to put a leaderboard here. There's no need for the competition for rewards. You want to have a leaderboard for bragging rights? Fine. You want to do this? No, you can just go away. Like, I have very bad words, but I don't wanna cuss in the video. But yeah, I'm getting really tired of these leaderboards, especially with substantial rewards like this. And these teal unique orb fragments are really, really good too. If you're wondering, you go over here into the orb section and look at it here. I mean, you get any of these. You get 5 uniques per orb. So your top like 100 players are gonna be banking it. Here's the problem: your top 100 players also probably don't need this because they're already in DD5. They're not the ones who need these orbs. So you're exploiting the people who need these and are going to push them because they need these teal uniques to get into DD5. But your top players are going to be wailing out anyways because of the high red stars on Echo. And yeah, so it's nasty. It's really nasty. It's predatory. I'm going to just call it predatory. Like, yeah, it's straight predatory with that. So I've gone on long enough here. Also, we still have to talk more about it. There's still more stuff here. This is the only way you can get the imprints for her outside of your daily objectives and whaling on offers. This is the only way you can get it, and it's a 3-day blitz milestone. You only get 7,770 of these imprints every 3 days. You don't get any from blitzing, which was taken out. They no longer get some through blitzing, so you don't even have agency over that. You will have to get them through offers in order to push up past that final milestone. So those last several milestones, you have no choice. You must whale to get those final milestones. So if you want to do that to get those 45 gold crests, that 150 T4s, that extra 50 shards of Echo, and possibly climb up the leaderboard, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I get why they want to like give some extra stuff for the Krakens and the whales to push for, but when you're also blocking off several, like most of your mini uniques behind this paywall for this event, it's getting tiring, Scopely. It's really getting tired. I'm getting tired of it. Players are really getting fed up with this. At some point, you guys have got to stop with this nonsense. I'm really just getting fed up with it at this point. I don't know about you guys. If you guys are getting fed up with how they're basically paywalling this teal gear, like it's really egregious how badly they're paywalling. Ever since teal gear came out, you kind of notice this trend where these events are getting worse and worse and how they're paywalling this teal gear more and more. But at this point, I've said my piece. I've got other videos I want to work on. I don't like making these rant videos. I make it because it just has to be talked about because this is especially bad. So yeah, I'm gonna close things off there. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of this event? Are you in agreement? Are you disagreement? Are you happy with the event? Are you unhappy with the event? Let me know down below. But as always, if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.